Elvis Presley's Graceland may look familiar, but behind its polished walls and velvet ropes lie secrets that even the most devoted fans have never uncovered. Whispers of ghostly encounters, hidden doorways no tourist has ever stepped through, and a mysterious vault guarded like treasure keep this mansion shrouded in intrigue. What if the most famous home in rock and roll isn't just a museum, but a place still hiding mysteries waiting to be revealed? Graceland stands as one of the most recognizable homes in the world, a sprawling estate forever linked to the legend of Elvis Presley. To millions of fans, it is more than just a mansion. It is a sanctuary where the king of rock and roll lived, dreamed, and left behind a legacy that continues to echo through the decades. Every year, crowds from across the globe make the pilgrimage to its gates, eager to walk through the same halls and gardens that once belonged to Elvis himself. To many, stepping inside Graceland feels like stepping into history. But here's the catch. What most people see is only the surface. The guided tours, the iconic rooms, and the well-documented artifacts create an illusion of complete access. But the truth is far more complicated. Beneath the chandeliers and velvet curtains are layers of stories, mysteries, and details that remain hidden from even the most devoted followers. Fans may think they know every inch of the estate, but Graceland holds secrets that go far deeper than what's shown to the public eye. And that's where things get truly fascinating. Beyond the velvet ropes and behind locked doors are revelations that won't appear in any glossy brochure or guided tour. These are the stories whispered among insiders, the moments preserved but never displayed, and the mysteries that continue to fuel curiosity decades later. Stick with us, because what we're about to uncover will change the way you see Graceland forever. When visitors step into Graceland, they are often struck by its grandeur, the vibrant decor, and the sense of history that seems to seep from every wall. Yet there is one part of the house no guest has ever laid eyes on: the upstairs. This private space, which includes Elvis's bedroom, bathroom, and personal office, has been sealed off since the day he passed in 1977. It is as if time itself stopped there, preserving the final moments of the king's life in a place the world is forbidden to enter. Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis's only daughter, has spoken on multiple occasions about this decision. She insisted that these rooms remain untouched, almost like a sacred shrine to her father's memory. For her, the upstairs was not just another part of the mansion, it was Elvis's sanctuary, where he could retreat from the pressures of fame and the eyes of the public. To this day, the area remains locked away, an untouched vault of memories that even the most die-hard fans can only imagine. But secrecy at Graceland goes beyond closed doors. Hidden staircases wind their way through the mansion, adding to the air of mystery that already surrounds it. One staircase leads directly up to Elvis's bedroom, a private passage that bypassed the more public areas of the house. Another hidden doorway opens to a staircase that slips quietly down toward the kitchen, suggesting a network of escape routes designed to keep Elvis moving unnoticed within his own home. These architectural quirks blur the line between a family residence and something closer to a fortress. And then there are the rumors, the whispers of a secret tunnel buried beneath Graceland. For years, fans speculated that Elvis used this passage to slip in and out of the estate unseen, avoiding the crowds and the press that gathered outside the gates. It's a story that has captured the imagination of many, yet his cousin Billy Smith eventually came forward to debunk the legend. He revealed that while the hidden staircases were very real, the underground tunnel was nothing more than myth. Still, the idea lingers, feeding the sense that Graceland is a house where not everything is as it seems. Elvis Presley was more than just the king of rock and roll. He was also a man with a deep fascination for the unseen and the unexplained. He surrounded himself with books on astrology, numerology, and spiritual mysteries, always searching for hidden meanings in the world around him. To Elvis, numbers carried significance. The stars revealed truths, and the spirit world was never too far away. For someone so in tune with the mystical, it seems only fitting that his beloved home would carry an air of the supernatural long after his passing. Those who work closest to him have shared stories that make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Nancy Rooks, one of Graceland's longtime cooks, described nights when the lights flickered on and off in empty rooms, or when she felt sudden, inexplicable chills while cleaning. She recalled hearing footsteps in deserted hallways, and even an unsettling moment in the trophy room when she felt someone shake her foot as she tried to rest. With no one in sight, she whispered to the darkness, certain it was Elvis himself nudging her awake, reminding her to get back to work. It's not just Elvis's presence that people claim lingers within Graceland. Some say his mother Gladys never truly left either. Staff members and visitors alike have described moments where they felt a comforting, almost maternal presence, as though she were still watching over her son's home. Whether it's flickering lights, ghostly footsteps, or whispered voices in the stillness of night, many believe Graceland is not only a monument to Elvis's life, but also a place where his spirit and perhaps his mother's continue to dwell. When visitors tour Graceland, they are dazzled by the endless display of Elvis's life. His iconic jumpsuits, gold records, cars, and personal mementos that seem to tell the complete story of the king. Every hallway and exhibit case feels like a piece of living history, carefully preserved so fans can relive the magic. But as remarkable as these collections are, insiders whisper that the true treasures of Elvis's world are not on public display at all. They remain hidden, tucked away, far from the eyes of even the most devoted fans. Deep within the estate lies a highly secure, climate-controlled vault, an area that very few people have ever stepped inside. Guarded from heat, humidity, and time itself, this vault is said to hold the most intimate pieces of Elvis's legacy. Unlike the polished exhibits that line the museum rooms, this secret chamber preserves fragments of his personal life, the kind of items that reveal not the superstar, but the man behind the fame. Just the mention of it stirs curiosity. What could be so valuable, so private, that it must remain sealed away from the world? Rumors swirl about what rests within those walls. Some say the vault protects private home movies, moments of Elvis as a father and a friend, scenes far removed from the stage lights. Others claim it holds unreleased recordings, songs that fans may never hear, locked away as if waiting for the right moment to be discovered. Letters, personal journals, and deeply sentimental artifacts are also believed to be preserved inside, painting a more vulnerable and human portrait of the king than any stage performance ever could. Hints of this secret collection have occasionally slipped out, most notably from Graceland's archivist, Angie Marchese. In rare interviews and behind-the-scenes videos, she has spoken of carefully cataloging Elvis's belongings, dropping just enough detail to spark intrigue without revealing the full truth. Each clue only deepens the mystery, leaving fans to wonder if the most extraordinary pieces of Elvis's life story are still locked away in that vault, waiting for a day when the world may finally glimpse them. For all its fame and countless tours, Graceland is still a place where fans have only scratched the surface. The polished rooms, the guided walkthroughs, and the memorabilia displayed under glass are carefully curated glimpses of Elvis Presley's world. But what visitors see is just one layer of the story, a version designed for the public eye. Behind those velvet ropes and closed doors lies an entirely different narrative, one far more mysterious and deeply personal than the souvenirs and snapshots suggest. And that's what makes the hidden side of Graceland so compelling. If the secrets we already know, the untouched rooms, the ghostly whispers, the rumors of hidden vaults, are this fascinating, then what about the mysteries still sealed away? What about the artifacts never shown, the stories never told, and the truths that were perhaps never meant to leave the walls of the mansion? The very thought sparks an unsettling curiosity, as if the house itself is keeping guard over the last pieces of Elvis's private world. This is where the anticipation builds. Every uncovered detail feels like a breadcrumb leading us closer to something larger, something still waiting in the shadows of Graceland. It's almost as if the estate is daring us to look deeper, to question what else might be preserved in silence. And as we get closer to the heart of the story, the final reveal promises to shift everything you thought you knew about the king and his legendary home. Graceland is often described as a museum, a place where Elvis Presley's legacy is preserved for the world to admire. But the truth is, it's far more than that. It's a time capsule, sealed with moments of his private world that remain frozen in place. Beyond the tours and the carefully arranged exhibits, the mansion itself still holds fragments of a life lived in both light and shadow, fragments that few outside his circle have ever glimpsed. To think of Graceland only as a tourist attraction is to miss its deeper allure. This estate is alive with mystery, its untouched rooms still holding the silence of their last occupant, its whispered ghost stories hinting that the king never truly left, and its secret vault protecting treasures the public may never see. Every corner feels like it has something more to say, as though the walls themselves could tell stories that stretch beyond the history books and into the unknown. And that leaves us with a haunting thought. What if Graceland still holds the final chapter of Elvis Presley's story, locked away from the world? Perhaps it's a chapter too private, too personal, or too extraordinary to ever be revealed. Maybe the real essence of the king lies not in what we already know, but in what we may never be allowed to see. If you've enjoyed uncovering these hidden layers of Elvis's world, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss the next untold story. Give this video a like if you love diving into music history's greatest mysteries, and be sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. Which secret about Graceland surprised you the most? We'd love to hear your theories and keep the conversation going.